Hello guys, this is the swtoR guy here, and welcome back to some swtoR news. There has been a lot of stuff happened in the past 2 days. The reason why, because the 5.1 patch is coming out really soon, so pretty much on Tuesday. So let's just go what they are talked about. Before I'm gonna talk about there is the new currency things are going around. I wanted to talk on the previous video, I said what do you need slash don't need to do before the 5.1 patch. That was a little bit of misunderstanding there, which I uh, absolutely not talked about. And you guys said in the comments that it doesn't really matter if you opening a packs or not. The reason why I said that it does matter because the command tokens is gonna be much easier to get you command pieces. But you are absolutely right, by the way. You can even open packs right now. It doesn't really matter, or just not gonna affect the game or something like that. So that is right, and I forgot to say that. So that was a little bit of misunderstanding. So yeah, after that, let's go. I clarified this. I'm gonna take a big breath, and we're gonna read a lot. So Eric just talked about a few things. What is happening? So. Since the launch of the Knights of the Eternal Throne, we have received a lot of feedback with the gearing changes we made through the Galactic Command. In the post, I want to highlight the changes. What are we making next week? So pretty much, let's see what the changes are. Our primary goal for Game Update 5.1, Defend the Throne, was to allow players to work towards specific pieces of gear through PvP and Operation. Additionally, we wanted to provide means to help players gear their other characters. Here are the changes are coming next week. New currency, command tokens. This currency comes out from Command Cage. Each crate will drop command tokens based on tier 1 or on the tier of the crate. So, tier 1, 5 tokens, tier 2, 8 tokens, and tier 3, 13 tokens. These tokens are legacy-wide, currently will be retroactively granted based on your command rank when 5.1 launched. That is what I forgot to say, so every time you're opening a command crate, you gonna get a lot of tokens. That's what I wanted to say, but I don't know how many tokens will cost you to get the gear for yourself. So maybe not one each. Maybe you need like 10 or 20 or something like that, but we'll see. That maybe they have talked about it. New currency, unassembled components. This currency is a reward for playing Warzone and Galactic Starfighter. So in Galactic Starfighter, you can get the currency or the components as well, which is really good. To buy unassembled gear piece. Unassembled gear piece. These drops from operation bosses or are purchased with unassembled components can be turned in along with command tokens in the specific piece of gear. The last boss of each operation has a 100% chance to drop unassembled gear piece, 2 pieces on 8 man, 4 pieces on 16 man, which is really good. So that means there is like more than 10-15% chance to you receive a gear, which is really good. Each other boss in an operation has an increased chance to drop them, the second boss having a higher chance than the first boss, and so on. Refer to this forum post. Okay. With the new currencies, players will be able to go to new vendors and purchase specific items. Here are some of the vendors. Unassembled component vendors. So this is what I wanted to see if there is a currency, what they telling about or something like that. Unassembled component vendor. On this vendor, you can turn an unassembled components purchase specific unassembled gear piece. You can only purchase tier 1 assembled gear piece in this way. However, you can turn tier 1 pieces along with unassembled components to upgrade it to tier 2 and 3 respectively. Pretty much the same deal as we had before. So in the PvP there was the, let's just say the I don't know, war hero and the previous one, for example. That's just an example, and the war hero was the best one. That the reason why I say that, because in that time I played a lot of PvP. So you had that gear, and pretty much you needed to buy the simple gear for a specific amount of Warzone commendations. So for example 1,000 for gloves and stuff like that, but you needed to get the same just the gear itself. So you don't need it all the mods and stuff like that in there. Just the actual like gear looking. You needed to put in, and also more command Warzone commendations to receive the upgraded gear. Pretty much the same here. So you need to get unassembled gear pieces, which is pretty much is gonna you need to convert that to tier 2 stuffs or tier 3 stuffs, or yeah, tier 4 stuffs. There is no tier 4 stuff, so pretty much you can get tier 1 gear from these, and if you have unassembled components you can upgrade it to tier 2, but you need to have the previous one. So yeah, unassembled gear piece vendor. When in this vendor you can turn one unassembled gear piece from a specific slot, example unassembled helm tier, along with the command tokens for that respectively piece of gear. Command tokens, so that means you need to put more tokens, I guess, not one. Or I don't know, we'll see how that goes. The changes listed above are really focused on allowing players to work towards a specific piece of gear. However, we also wanted to allow players to level their arts a bit quicker, so here are some of the changes coming. New legacy perk. Increase all command XP earned. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Pretty awesome. Love it. New command XP boost. This can be purchased with command tokens and provide 50% boost with this boost stacked with the legacy perk, but not the MTX boost. The boost only works per tier at the following cost. So, tier 1 20 command tokens, tier 2 28 commands, tier 3 44 command tokens. So pretty much if you are tier 2, then you will need to put like 28 tokens to get the boost or something like that. Still, it's pretty good. I like the idea. The above changes are coming next week in Game Update 5.1. Yep, we know that. Operations lacking. I had this problem before, so I pretty much, I'm not gonna say I said it, but I stuffs like that. But when I done the how to get or what is the best way to get CXP, the reason why I said the PvP and the uprisings, because those are the fastest ways. The operations are not fast. They're gonna give you gear, but at the moment they are lacking on CXP, like a lot, like pretty much a lot. And we've been working on CSP gains and operations, so we're not gonna get it this patch. So we're gonna get with the 5.1.1. So yeah, Galactic Command gearing alt on friendly. One of the biggest concerns expensive Galactic Command forces a player into walk one character. Although this was not mentioned, yeah, we're gonna get the command tokens, legacy bound boost, which is really good, really good, really good. We know that isn't enough, so we are exploring additional options so that we are, when you are playing any character, there is a way of potential provide benefit to all other characters in your legacy as well. I have no specifics to share at this time. I'm working to have more details available on January 26th, which will be a big live stream. A big live stream. Command rank leveling speed. We monitor command ranks across the game along with the feedback. On one rate which will level the legacy perks and additional boost will have player. We will continue to let's see how it feels after 5.1. Yeah, I said it's pretty slow. Like a lot of players, don't get me wrong, it's an MMO feature which I really like grinding, but for me, I don't know, it was like just a little bit too much more. Like I started to grind a lot, but then as soon as I received pretty much nothing out of it, I decided to stop it. And yeah, I pretty much like on 36, 37, level 37, and the first like 30 levels was like just 4 or 5 days, and after that I just stopped. I decided to stop because that was just no point. But maybe I will continue doing it now on because I need the gear anyway, so I will need to. We know addressing the gearing concerns is only half communication. Whenever it came from the phone, social media, or even forum groups, the feedback is that you want more large group and MMO content, such as daily areas and operations. We will discussing these very topics in our live stream next Thursday, which I can't wait. So there is more. Unassembled gear pieces. So these are the pieces where you can find. Okay, so every boss has a chance to drop any slot. Each of these bosses will drop 2 pieces of 8 and 16 mat. So pretty much if you're doing an operation, the last boss will guarantee you to drop it. The reason which is a good idea to put it on the end boss, and it actually makes sense, because if they just putting it on, for example, the second boss, they're just gonna do it until the second boss and decided to, okay, I'm done. Let's go. Let's get out of here. We don't need any more. Just a piece. So here are the drops for tier 1 and tier 2 game, which came from story and veteran difficulty. So implant / earpiece SWtoR. Relic, Karaga, chest, Kephas, legs, Terror from Beyond, hands, Scum and Villainy, boots, Dead Fortress, head, Dead Palace, offhand, Ravagers, main hand, Temple of Sacrifice, which is an interesting one, Bracer, Mekeb, and the belt from Ziost. That is a really good idea. The reason why and actually even from Zeoanalysis and ILS, the reason why it's a really good idea to put it into the world bosses, because and the Golden Fury and the World Breaker Monolith as well really forgot it. Like literally they put it in the world bosses and no one's done it. Like I have even never done the Monolith, which is there for like almost more than a year. And I never done the Monolith. So that is really good, and also from Zeoanalysis, which even if you're doing tier 1, so story, or tier 2 veteran, you get the chance to receive something really cool, which I really like. The tier 3 drops, pretty much okay. So actually, that is an interesting. Relic and implant, explosive conflict. Legs and earpiece, TFB. Hand and chest, Scum and Villainy. Boots and offhand, Red Palace. Head and main hand, Red Palace. Implant. Chance to drop in veteran mode. So these are the chances. So if you're doing story mode, that means you guarantee you're gonna get the offhand from the Ravagers and the main hand from the Temple of Sacrifice. But if you're doing hard mode on the Ravagers and Temple of Sacrifice, there's just a chance to get the relic or the implant. So that is interesting. And also Bracer chance from veteran, because they didn't set Bracer Mekeb. Probably that's gonna be a good chance. And also the Monolith is gonna be still interesting. I don't know, this is really weird to see this. So there is, what are the questions? Oh, next one. There's a lot of news came out, as I said, so we here to talk about all day. Hey folks, as we talked about in Galactic Command, unassembled components are a way for PvP players to work for a specific piece of gear. First we will talk how many components you get from playing PvP, and then I will show you the cost. Good. So, the list of how many unassembled components you get based on your content play. Warzone win 5, Warzone lost 2, Arena win 3, Arena lost 1, Solo ranked win 5, Solo rank loss 2, group rank win 8, which is really good, group rank loss 3, GSF win 8. Wow, that is a lot of components. I don't know how many components do you need to stuff that, but let's see. Oh my god. Pretty much like Warzone farming. Let's talk about the cost from the vendor. The following costs are the purchase tier 1. These are just tier 1. Oh my god. Wow. Chest 100. So pretty much Wow. That is shocking. Wow. I don't know how to should I say that. Wow. So to be perfectly honest, you need to win 20 war zones to get 100 unassembled, or you need to win like I don't know 16 or 15 GSFs, which is a lot. Keep in mind that tier 1 is only tier that you will directly purchase. In order to get tier 2 or 3 unassembled gear boost, you will need to turn the previous, that's what I said, in the not so long ago, in the previous tier along a piece amount of X. So, wow! Wow! Holy cow! Ladies and gentlemen, don't do PvP and Starfighter at all. Now it's just, again, makes no sense. They just ruined it. An example, if you wanted to get tier 2 unassembled chest piece, you will need to go to vendor with the tier 1 chest and the 150 unassembled components. This will give you tier 2. Oh my god. What the hell you just done? Wow. To be perfectly honest, you need to get a lot of farming. A lot of farming. So this one, to be perfectly honest, I'm not gonna do PvP or any kind of GCF stuff anymore. Just for XP. Other than that, there is no need to buy all of these. So the tier 1, pretty much, you need at least 5, 6, 7, more than the 900, almost like 1,000 command components or unassembled components, sorry. Wow. And that's just the one gear. That's just the one gear, and after that you need to go up. Wow, that is shocking. Okay, let's just move on. As we talk about in the what the hell? Okay. As we talked about in the command thread, game updates will introduce methods to work on specific. The big part will be the unassembled gear pieces. Those pieces can drop from operations bosses or purchase from the new PvP vendor for unassembled components. Once you have the piece, you will need to bring it to a new vendor on the fleet. So you need to go to fleet, to a vendor, and then another vendor, to another vendor if you are PvPing. Really complicated. As an example, if you have a tier 1 unassembled headpiece, you will be able to come to the vendor to purchase any tier 1 headpiece of your choice. Each unassembled piece also has a command token cost, which I want to see. Let's break down. The cost will be listed, sorry. So that's not bad. So this is what you needed. This is what you needed. That is perfect. 10 for the chest, 10 for the legs, which is absolutely perfect. 8 for the relic. Are you kidding me? That is one of the best ones. Wow, that is pretty good. Really like it. Now all I need is to go into the operations, get a lot of XP, open a command crate, receive a lot of tokens, and simple as that. That is much easier. So basically, what they're doing, let's just read out, and after that I will tell you what I'm thinking. As a reminder, you will earn command tokens in each command crate that you will open. You earn them at the following crate. Tier 1. What? As a reminder, you will document, yeah. So tier 1, 5, tier 2, 8, tier 3, 12, which is absolutely fine. So pretty much in tier 1, you open 2 crates and you got the chest. Open 2 more. Okay, you need to open a lot of crates, but that's fine. Lastly, there are new command XP boosts that you can buy from command tokens. These boosts will only while character in a specific tier. They provide a 50% boost which stack the new legacy perk. Which stack? Wow, that's awesome. But not the empty X boost. Yeah, I know that. Tier 1 20, tier 2 28, tier 344. Let me know if you have any questions. Well, swtoR Central write that or say that absolutely perfect. Try to explain this to new player. Why? Wow, I cannot see how many rages can we go. Wow. Wow. Okay. First of all, I actually didn't read this at all. So this was the first time I read this. And I'm honestly shocked. Like, I'm gonna be honest. Like, this thing is shocking. They need to fix this. Otherwise, a lot of PvPers and even a lot of more GCF players is gonna hate this. Like, this makes no sense to get that much of components to get the chest and things like that, while you need 10 command crates to get a chest. And if you have an unassembled gear piece, that is fine. So pretty much you need to get an unassembled gear piece and a chest, or for example an unassembled gear piece like a chest and 10 command tokens, which you open 2 crates, and that's it. You got it, even if you're tier 1. That's it. So on and on. Pretty much you can farm all of these while you in story mode operations or veteran, and after that you can start farming the command tokens until you have enough to buy all of these. Simple as that. This is much easier, and I really love this. The operation idea is good, but this one is a bit of a mess. Not just that, there is a lot of farming for GCF players and PvP players, and now it just makes no sense to doing PvP anymore. To be perfectly honest, for me, I don't know. I need to stop this. Maybe I'm wrong, but let me know in the comment section below what are you guys thinking. And sorry this one's this long, but honestly I needed to talk about it. Wow. And I not even talked about the 5.1, what's coming out, like, which is right here. To be perfectly honest, I didn't talk about that, which is the new grade. To be perfectly honest, we gotta see that in a different video. I'm just had enough. I'm shocked. Sorry if the resolution is, by the way, not that good, because I'm on my old PC and sometimes it just can be